Hello guys, I'm Leon and I'm here to give you guys a in-depth guide on how to play set. I know I've always get many questions on how to use set and how his clones work and how his 3 works and how his ult works and how to prop clones, how to TP, how to set up your skewers, how to get different angles and all these questions. So I'm here to give you guys the guide on how to play set so you guys can play him as smoothly as myself. All right, so here we go. I'm going to break down everything. I'm going to give you guys a couple, definitely some tips and tricks. I used to not make content like this because I was competing, so giving away all my secrets and everything that I know about the game would just indirectly be work against me. But as I am now only making content creation for now, I'm willing to give everything that I know about this game. I'm pretty sure I went through. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a giant tip. All right? There's a reason I go Wing Shard. Why? So obviously Wing Shard is great. Movement speed, attack speed. But there is one giant reason. His ult uncaps his passive, unstacks. So meaning when I press 4 or spacebar, my ult button, I now have uncapped passive attack speed. So where usually the cap is at 10, now once I get to 10, right, and I press 4 and then I press my shard, I'm now uncapping quickly up to the 30s and 40s if I'm able to continue to auto someone, which increases your DPS significantly. And not only that, increases the amount of clones that you're proccing and the amount of clones that you're dropping, which is increasing your healing and the amount of damage your skewer is going to do. So that is already a giant tip that probably many of you guys did not know, but now you know. That's why you're watching this video. What up, Harden? I didn't make the team, Harden. I just got hit up to play. So this is a pretty hard Ares game. I mean Ares set game because of Ares and Serket. Serket is pretty hard counter. Pretty hard counter to set. Obviously no CC immunity, so your beads are always down. And then Serket on top of that always can punish me not having beads. Not only that, she can anti-heal me during my ult, which is really strong, as the sustain in his ult is very good. So we're going to continue. I'm going to be tabbing through this and explaining how set is played and why I do things. What's up, Max? What's up, Harden? What's up, Sisley? What's up, Yuke? So this is a very simple, clear, you just auto side minion, then skewer, then auto right minion. You take no damage from any of the minis. You maybe take 1 auto from the minis. Yeah, you see 0 damage, 688, 88. This is the most efficient. Very simple, but some people might do it wrong. Obviously, you want to space out for the auto. There, I could have took that, and it would have been fine, but it didn't matter. So, okay, here, obviously, still have my stacks. Beautiful. One thing with you want to be careful of is overusing your mana. I see this very often from garbage sets. They just spam their skewer with and they just have no mana to confirm any mid camps or actually fight. So you want to be kind of chill to level 3. So you see how I'm not playing very aggressive. Obviously, they get here infinitely faster than us, so I don't play aggressive at all. He gets a nice double kiss here to pressure us. Pop a health pot. Good portal from the Janus. Actually takes me to 1 HP, so this is a very rough start from set. But that's okay. I back early, and it feels really bad, but it's the right play because popping for all my pots there is not worth. Either way, I come out of base pretty fast. So I think I'll still make it to the archers. Maybe I doubt it. Maybe the Thoth clears it. Yeah, he does. What's up, Cicely? What's up, B? So this is probably like the worst start you could probably have. But it's okay. I still actually go crazy this game. So I want to explain how this happened. So it's actually even better that I had a really bad start. So you're able to, adapt if you have a bad start as well. Janice comes to contest mid camps because he cleared rights really quick, which actually messes me up because I don't hit 3. And set without 3 is very, very weak. His level 2 is actually one of the weakest 2s from the jungle department. Now I hit 3. Now you usually want to get out of this lane. So here I'm waiting for the rat usually to dash. So I do something different here that a lot of people will mess up. So here I pop my 3 immediately, right? Why not hold my 3? Well, I just feel as if he needs to dash soon because he's already very low. So I pop my 3 early to just make sure to play his dash with my dash. So there it is. And then I did actually another quick trick there that you might not pick up on. So here I use my 3. Obviously play his dash. 3 to it. Have this clone. Auto once. And then as soon as he's knocked up, I pop another clone. Right here. And so now these 2 clones are going to skewer this guy. Which ends up being a huge burst. Which guarantees the kill on the auto cancel. Another tip that I'd give you for set is you want to make sure you're always paying attention to your stacks on your autos so you know what your DPS is looking like. We just confirmed blue, very normal stuff. Another tip that I can give you here with set is set. If you're, let's say I'm coming from speed, I can also 3-2. I can 3, which will obviously aggro the speed, and then 2 over to red, and it aggro, and then pull it here. Very efficient. But since I'm coming from blue, I do this. It's the same, really. You don't need to left click. If you left click, it's a waste of time. It's better to group and not take extra DPS. All right, we have a Jones Wrath spike after that horrible start. We were able to get back. We got first blood. We got a couple kills. Yeah, we got a kill here. So here I had a poor ult. As I don't have skewer anymore, and he still has portal, so it's not very good for me to ult here. If I had skewer, it'd make a little bit more sense because maybe I could burst them. But it's okay since I have Jones Wrath to expend that ult. Okay, let's explain this fight. So here I have no ults. I have my multi-pot ticking plus I'm looking at my mana department here. I have enough for a couple of like 2 rotations of my spells. Ares is the right target here as I have beads, and Dusa's dash could be kind of hard to catch. So let's see who I go on. Ares obviously sees me first. I turn onto the Dusa. I try catching her dash if she were to 180 dash. She plays patient and holds beads and then dashes after Ishtar, which is good, which ends up back to my main target, which is Ares, which is the guaranteed kill. I had my double skewer cross there for the kill. Making sure that you set up your skewers like that is really important with set. So I have my skewer back there that I TP'd to. I'm autoing. And then the double clone skewer always does insane burst early where people don't really expect it. So here I'm coming from a counter gank, it seems. The Circano ult. I'm just gonna go on the rat. So I pop my ult and my 3. So something that's very important about set that a lot of people don't understand, that I explain almost daily, is that the way you proc clones during your ult is instance of damage. So what is an instance of damage? So when you're talking about a tick ability, it has many instances of damage. So his 3 is a lot of instances of damage, which means more chance to proc more clones. So as you see them grouped right here, and my 3 hitting both of them, plus my autos, plus my skewer, that's a lot of instances of damage, which means a lot of clones are gonna proc. So usually the combo being 4, 3, and now my 2-1 is all situational. So I skewer immediately, and I already have 1, 2, 3 clones, and obviously the Thoth rotated. So you can already see, look how many clones I had. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 clones within 2 seconds. So the skewer is going to be very powerful. So we clear. I take advantage, I'm pretty sure, of all my... You see how the uncapped stacks here? 28 uncapped stacks for attack speed. I take advantage of the stacks that I have to take out the Bastion to get extra gold. Something you could... quick tip for you. How you doing, Fergie? What's up, Crotch? So here I'm trying to gank this Dusa, but I'm pretty sure I don't catch her dash. This is the only way I kill her. I try to put it behind her, then play her angle. Ishtar should have ulted earlier, but it is what it is. Janice ult miss. I ult for the movement speed since I did not have my 3, which should give me enough movement speed to get away, since I knew the fight was already done. Alright, so here it seems like they're going to try to invade blue. I have everything up. I stand behind the blue buff since their kiss can't land on me. I see rats to the side and I skewer, able to confirm the blue. I space out because I think it's a weird fight as it's a 3v2. But this is unfortunate because my ult gets max value when I use my 3. So the fact that I 3'd out is a little bit rough, but I still try to get value of the last 3 seconds of it. I pop my wing shard, my 3, my ult. I'm all buffed up. As you can see, my autos are going in. Skewer, he tries to get the portal. He gets the ult off. Beautiful. So we get 2 big kills. He hits a nice dash. So obviously the 2-3-1 skewer is always the best combo, even when without ult here. You see how my 2-3-1's coming up. He dashes through, hits this. My 2's coming up. Put it right onto the Janice. 3, auto cancel, 1, and then that does about like 30 or 40%. Yeah, situational, Yuki, on when should you use the 1. It depends if you need the slow or you need max damage. So I actually could have dove this, but the Fafnir... So another tip that I'll give you about set is immobile supports get very punished by set, as you can continue to stack clones on top of them and continue to get full duration from your ult value since they can't dash away or anything in that regard. So you see I pop my ult and my 2 here plus Faf. I'm just cloning. I pre-beads the Dusa ult and the Ares ult. I could have dove, but the Faf wasn't tanking, so I was a bit scared to dive. I keep setting up clones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clones. And now my skewers have high value. So I look to set it up. And you see how much damage that skewer does, just based off how many clones I procced off the Ares. So as you see, I get 1 clone, 2 clones, 3 clones. The Faf buffs me, so my attack speed is through the roof. 4 clones, 5 clones. I ends up dropping another one, I think. Yeah, I use my 6 clones here. And now the Ishtar has a crazy dash, which flips back into the tower, but ends up allowing me to get... Look at the skewer damage here. Look how many clones are coming to this one direction right now. Literally smashed. And then I position behind them for more clones, and I look for the full dive, just because either way, I wanted the triple kill. It's a quick reset. And either way, I funnel all the gold into the Ares, so it's not the worst. How you doing? How you doing, Mobin? Nice to see you. I'm doing a set guide right now. So I respect the Ares a bit there because I don't have beads. So if he pulls me, he's guaranteed to cripple me down. So I give him respect there. Okay. Seems like they're going to fight this Ishtar. They kind of full commit. I have my ult. No Aegis. I see Janice ult. I ult. I get Circuit ulted. So I'm getting Ares, Circuit ulted, and I have no beads, so I need a big Aegis. I Aegis most of that. Looking for opportunity with the skewers. Don't fully commit as I don't know where everybody is and I don't have that much HP. My ult is running out. I set up another skewer bomb. You see the skewer setting up there? Although this time I wasn't able to get as many clones as I like off my ult because of repositioning and no actives. I'm able to still impact the fight with skewers and good positioning. And as I see my opportunity to come back into the fight, I 2-3. Big thing about this fight, and one thing that I'm already noticing, is I have 10 stacks on my passive, so I'm gonna have value in this, get the auto. And as I realize that I have 10 stacks and I have no 3 to get out, I'm going to just trade my life here and do as much damage as I can. So here I set up another 3 clones into a skewer with another auto, and then back onto the Janice, and now Serket's gonna try to obviously kill me. I have to reposition. I didn't have music. He dashes me and kills me, which is crazy because he hit me with double dash on a full dash like that, which is a good play from him. But he ends up getting wiped, I'm pretty sure. Very nice. We get serrated on that back. We're about to finish trans right here. So we're at 30% CD with 20% pen. Feels good. Now this Ares will start to die from my 20% pen. I'm able to stick onto Ares a little bit harder now. So here I don't have a 3, which is kind of unfortunate because I want to commit, but it's coming up either way. Use my 2-1, skewer, ton of damage. So here you notice, right? I know that Serket still has one other escape, so I'm going to use my speed and my ult movement speed to cover her jump and TP on top of her as soon as she jumps, since she already dashed. There it is. As you can tell, I'm right on top of both of them. She obviously ults me. It's her last button. I pre-beats it. Set it up. I look to kill the Janice instead because I thought he was dead, but he ends up being dead either way. But now I'm going to get pulled and we get comboed, so I get punished for pre-beatsing that. Very normal from having from overcommitting with set, but either way we end up getting a bunch of kills. As you can tell, I'm 11-3-5. I'm part of 16 out of 17 kills, so you can definitely say I'm doing my job as a jungle. Alright, so here this Dusa tries to run away. I'm looking for Dusa at proc camp. She shows. So I could have had a better play, but I didn't know how much mana she had left if she had enough to dash here. I actually misplayed that. I could have applied the same tactics that I used on the Serket here. I don't need to use my 3 immediately and dash to him. I could have used 2, 1, and then, but yeah, I could have held my 3 to get on top of him. So you see I have to cut distance here. Have a good juke on the Janice clap. Able to finish him. I kind of committed on the Janice, but I didn't really know where everybody was, so I kind of disengaged. You see how Ares was behind him. Here we just try to finish Ares. Yeah, there's not much more to this. Set is a very good objective taker just because his passive is great into stacking it on objectives, so your DPS will be very high, especially with this build with Serrated. You'll be able to sustain off OBJs and on top of the damage mitigation on his 2-3. What's up, Cypress? How you doing? So here we're coming into another fight. We find Dusa in the same position, but I actually changed my tactics here. You see I used my 2-3. I actually adapted within the game. Look for that 2-3. I have all actives here, but I encountered 3v1. But I know I'm going to prop a lot of clones. I Aegis the Janice ult and continue to try to get a lot of clones, get a huge skewer. That Janice would have died from the skewer, but he had a great portal on his feet to, you know, take himself away from the damage, which ends up being a 1v4, and then I die. Usually when you die in a 1v4 like this, which is normal with set, and you lose double actives and ult, you want to just chill for a bit and kind of reset your fight, because now you are very susceptible and not strong, and he is a power farmer, so you want to, as you can tell, look, I take the left side of the map and say, hey, I'm going to go farm guys. I have no ult, no actives. I'm going to chill for a bit. I just poked the rat, forced his ult for my ult, which is a good trade since he didn't have CD at that point, or maybe only had like 10%. My CS broke? Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. That is not, especially, I mean, I live in Florida, so that would be deadly. So one thing here, so set is pretty good versus Janice. As you see, Janice is not choosing a side to go on. He splits away too far. And then I auto cancel everything perfect there, but wasn't able to kill him. Put a clone over to get vision, and then Thoth immediately one-taps him over the wall. Cute little play. I tried catching Dusa Dash. I didn't turn around, but wasn't going to use actives on this since I knew I wasn't in trouble. Seems like a hard fight. I'm setting up clones behind them, trying to get my team set up with the skewers. I 3 in, which I did not like, but ends up turning on the Ratatasker with the Faf. Ends up being pretty good. As you can tell, I have a couple clones set up back there. So my one hit him mid-dash, which felt good. And those were all set up from the clones before to be able to get good skewer value. We get mid-Phoenix off this. Straight to gold. As I told you, he's a great objective taker, especially with a FAF. I mean, it just amps what he does twice as much. So we end up soloing this Dusa, as I'm really good versus Dusa. I did the same tactics versus her. You play her dash with your dash, and it's usually very effective. So here I ult, then I 3 for damage reduction. Her instant reaction is not the dash, but to ult, which is a pretty fair reaction. Obviously, just turn my back, then go back on her. She forces the bad dash, and I already have my clone set up behind her to 3. And now she has to go that way. I had a bad skewer there, but it did not matter since I already played her dash, and she's just done. I set up clones to give me vision. That is something that a lot of sets don't do. So here, I knew someone was soft rotating to help. And so I see Janice show up to the left. I use my clone to give me information. If he's playing the wall to poke me with a clap. I see that he's running away. I see Sir Cat left. More than enough information to know that I can come in. I set up a nice clone there to skewer. I didn't want to use my 2-3 because I knew he'd be playing Portal. And I tried to play this Portal here, but I could not find the 2 on that. But we end up killing the rat either way, so it ends up being fine. Now I have Heartseeker and Bloodforge. You're now at 30% pen with Bloodforge shield opportunity. I could have went Crusher and went 40% pen, which is a pretty damn good build too. But, you know, Bloodforge is pretty understandable when you're at 18 kills in 22 minutes. So here I have Beads Aegis. They're overcommitting on my team. The Circuit uses ult. That's why I ults. I drop a 2 to try to set up a skewer, but it's only going to hit the single skewer. I play the dash, ult, get my autos off. Ares ults me. I have the Blood Force. Janice ult hits me for a billion, so I have to Beads Aegis here. Set up my 2 to skewer again to reposition. Seems like I think I'm going to get out of this fight. Yep. No actives. Playing it smart. Usually with set, like I said. Once you don't have these actives, you want to play a bit more secure. Oh, he should have died if I didn't have active. So I actually played this properly. Rat is like, you know, doing his normal proxy behind and fight behind. He's going on the Thoth. So I 2-3, skewer, auto cancel, ult 2. I had one more auto there with my 2. If I auto cancel 2 there, I think I kill him. I messed up by not auto canceling with my 2. But it's fine because set is destructive. Once you have that, you should be dead. So here I'm going to use my clone to give me vision. Easy. Kill Titan, upgrade Aegis. So this Aegis gets high value on set as you are on top of the enemy when you Aegis usually, and you're going to take a lot of damage. So reflecting that damage is very high, very efficient. Sir Cat steals fire. Tell me you haven't seen a sadder rank story before. It's not EFG, so we don't care too much. You get a Bloodforge kill. So Janice hits me with ult. I have double actives. My ult's still going, but I'm playing a little bit patient as my ult is wearing out. You see I have my clones giving me vision. I look for another 2. Another little skewer. Heartseeker proc gives me high value there on the Ares. Or reset. Nothing ends up happening. We're probably playing EFG. Rat, the usual. Split pushing, trying to proxy waves. Going on the Thoth. I end up coming to him. I try doing maximum damage here since I know Rat's going to ult immediately. So I ult, auto cancel skewer. I mean, I didn't have ult, sorry. Just auto cancel with the clones into the skewer. Ton of damage. Okay, this play is very interesting. I ult, try to finish this Ares, which is a little scary because the Janice is here for the Bloodforge proc. But I have double active, so I feel safe. I get clapped by the Janice ult. Have a pretty late Aegis there. Not a good Aegis. But it pops on him. I'm still trying to get this. So if I had Aegis here, I would have been fine. I get hit by a 1k Janice ult. So I know I have to reposition immediately. He hits me with a chain. I know I need to kill him for the Blood Forge at 16 HP. Kill him, get the Blood Forge. Now I'm repositioning and looking to see where this fight is. I have clones everywhere, so this is where I want to play. I hit him with a skewer, but he ends up killing. And I know the Janus is playing to the outside because of my clone / the ward, so I space out. The Janus clap comes over. I don't die. We're happy with that. We back. We reset. We come out again. The Janus has become a problem, so I 2-3 skewer, auto cancel again. So you see how the animation on the auto cancel looks a bit different there. My actual model sometimes gets bugged too. If we slow this down here, auto cancel, and this next auto, I'm not even gonna have an animation towards it. You see it? So that sometimes when you auto cancel very nicely and your attack speed is very high, you won't even see the animation go off. I space out, skewer 2-1 again, Blood Forge. Yeah, I'm just attacking way too fast at that point. 2.5 hitting for 400 in auto. And I think this ends up being GG. I say we can kill this Ares. So Circuit, Ares versus Faf. I think we back up. We pick up a bomb. We reposition. We get this EFG. They try to steal it. Ares goes on me. I get on top of the Janus. Deuces. I go back on the Ares to get clones. I reposition. A big thing about Set that I see a lot of people have problems with is understanding when to reposition. Yes, he's an all-in character, but that means your all-in has to be that much more accurate. So when you don't see like your confirmed Blood Forge, you got to make sure to space out and keep playing clones. Yo, Radiant, thanks so much for the 49 months. Welcome back. So I see the Raz always playing backline. He gets a fire blink off. I'm watching the fight, trying to see when's my opening back in. He commits. I pop my 3 immediately there for the damage reduction and the TP probability. I still have TP here, so I TP onto the Ares. I get hit by the Janus clap. Wasn't able to Aegis it as I was mid 2-3. I'm playing this fight from the outskirts, trying to get that Blood Forge on Ares there. Not able to get it. But I still want to fight here because the EFG is still proccing, looking for the Dusa. I could 3 to walk past this, but I knew Janus was playing the corner. I did not want to get clapped. He put another one out there. Skewer onto the Circuit. She gets 1 tapped. I'm looking to continue this fight. I still have Aegis, so I know I'm fine on the aspect of Janus trying to kill me. I cloned to see if he played that way. He went towards the Thoth. Hit the skewer. The auto cancel into the Blood Forge. And we just end the game. If you guys have any questions about Set or anything in that aspect, I think I covered almost every aspect of anything you need to know about Set. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Set guide. I'll see you guys and catch you guys on YouTube, on TikTok. Thanks so much for watching.